Hey guys, Sean Media just want to do a big shout out to Rugby League Culture Lounge. All the best this year, 2020.
Alright, oh, yeah. Fuck.
What happened, Titans? What the fuck happened? Oh my God, they were a joke. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sunday Football Review for round 2 of the 2023 NRL season. And we saw 2 games of football today. We saw the Newcastle Knights beat the West Tigers 14 points to 12. And we just saw the Dragons defeat the Titans 32 points to 18. And oh my God. Honestly, how bad are the Titans, man? Seriously. That was embarrassing. If you guys are following me on Instagram, you would have just saw my little quick Instagram live where I just basically took the living piss out of the Titans. And from now on, when the Titans lose matches, I'm going to go live on Instagram and I'm going to laugh at them. Take the absolute piss out of them every single time they lose a game. So if you want to see some content that's going to make you laugh, that is going to be becoming a regular thing. But welcome to the NRL Sunday Football Review for round 2 of the 2023 NRL season. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like the live stream or the video, whatever you want to call it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new around here as well. Would be greatly appreciated as well. It means a lot. Hello to the live chat. We've got a bit of a crowd building up here now. Hello to Jason Reader, Cody Games PlayStation. We've got Gary Jones. We've got Let's Go Bulldogs. We've got Mustard Cat. We've got Rishi, Sassy Rabbitohs fan, Jason Reader, St. Helens best team in the world. We've got the live chat building up here. Hope you guys are all doing well on this Sunday night. It is March 12th, 2023. It is currently 8:30 p.m. here in New South Wales. We're going to go back to the very first game, which is one that I am not going to spend a lot of time on because it was one of the worst games of football that I have seen in a very long time, man. Newcastle Knights 14, West Tigers 12. If you watched it, you've probably fallen asleep. If you didn't watch it, save yourself some time and do not watch this game. Do not watch. It was probably the worst game of the year so far. It was a snooze fest. It was horrible. The Tigers versus Knights game was a disaster. The errors, the whole thing was a joke, man. I mean, let's have a look at some of the stats. It's going to make you sick to your stomach. West Tigers, 52% possession. They completed 31 out of 48 sets. That is diabolical. As for the Newcastle Knights, they weren't pretty themselves, but they completed at 74%. They had 29 from 39 completed sets. Again, not great, but really poor. And the Tigers, man, 17 errors. I mean, it's so bad. Disgusting. 17 errors. That is just, I don't even know what to say. It's that bad. It makes me sick to my stomach. Newcastle had 12 errors, which wasn't great as well. It was a really poor performance from Newcastle, from the Tigers. They were terrible. I mean, we got a few things to talk about. Obviously, Jacob Saifidi, he was sent off. I think the Jacob Saifidi send-off was the correct decision. I hope Jake Simpkins is okay. Obviously, the send-off was the right call. I'm not sure how long Jake Simpkins going to get for that, but not Jake Simpkins, sorry, Jacob Saifidi. I think he's going to be looking at a very long time on the sideline, suspended. I reckon Jacob Saifidi's looking at 8 to 10 weeks, to be honest with you. I think he's going to get a long time for that. This game was really horrible. I think if you attended this game of football, you deserve your money back. I think every single supporter, whether you be a Tigers fan or a Knights fan or just a neutral in general, if you purchased a ticket to Leichhardt Oval this afternoon, you deserve your money back. It was a horrible game. Both sides completed at a terrible percentage, and the standard quality of the match was terrible. It really was. The try scores from the game, though. For the Knights, Dominic Young got 2 tries. Lachlan Fitzgibbon got 1 in his 100th NRL game, I believe it was. For the Tigers, a try to Kapoa and Stefano. Stefano's try probably should never have been allowed. I thought it was double movement. But the rule's black and white, isn't it? If you watch it in slow-mo, you're thinking about no try. If you watch it in fast motion, you think try. My biggest argument was with the whole thing. My biggest argument with it was the on-field decision was no try. So I just don't see the conclusive evidence to overturn that call. I just don't understand how the bunker overturns that decision. It was a really tough call there against Newcastle, but Newcastle did win the game at 14 points to 12. Now, a couple of things about Newcastle. I want to give them a big rap. So, in the first minute of the game, Kalen Ponga was concussed out of the game. He received a HIA. It was wobbly. He did not return. They lost Ponga in the first minute. They lost Jaden Brayley in the first 25 minutes or so due to a HIA. Jaden Brayley was ruled out of the game. But they've lost Ponga. They've lost Brayley. They've lost half their spine there. They lost Tyson Frizzell to a bad ankle injury. They lost Jacob Saifidi to a send-off offense. There was injuries all over the place. It got that bad. The Newcastle Knights had 0 players available on the bench, which is absolutely insane. And then the West Tigers had a 13-12 advantage. They had an opportunity, and they failed. Dominic Young got sin binned as well at one point. They had Newcastle. The West Tigers had a 13-12 advantage for 20 minutes of this game, and they still couldn't get the job done. That's how deplorable and horrible the West Tigers are. We all know in the offseason that big decision to keep Luke Brooks and let go of Jackson Hastings. Well, I think that decision is backfiring as we speak. This game was not a good game at all. Really poor game of footy. Newcastle, you know what I mean? Talk about this horrible game, and I'm starting to yawn. Newcastle got the win, 14-12. In my opinion, this was one of the gutsiest and bravest wins in the history of the Newcastle Knights. It was remarkable the way they won this game. So full credit to the Newcastle Knights. My man of the match from the game. Look, there wasn't many standouts. There really wasn't. Dom Young played really well today. Gagai was good. Lachlan Miller was good. Hastings was good. My man of the match is going to go to, I'm going to give it to Lachlan Fitzgibbon. I thought Lachlan Fitzgibbon had a very good game this afternoon. I'm going to give him the man of the match. As for the Tigers, I refuse to talk about them until they improve. They were hot garbage, man. So anyway, Newcastle get the win over the Tigers, 14 points to 12. Now, let's move on to the next game. Dragons, 32. Titans, 18. I don't have a clue what happened to the Titans. They had a lead. They led 12-2. And then after that, I think the Dragons were up I think they had a 28-0 turnaround or something. Insane from the Dragons. Absolutely insane. I think it was like a 26 to a 28-point turnaround. Incredible. The Gold Coast started well, man. They had that Khan Pereira guy scoring. Verrills, I think it was 12-2. And then Tyrell Sloan made a great line break. Found Jacob Little. He scored in his club debut. What was it, 12-8 at that point? Hunt scored on 5 minutes before half time. What was it, 12-all at that point? And then Ravalawa, the Ravalawa try before half time was so bad. They literally, there was nothing on. They threw it to Sully at the center. Ravalawa caught the ball, and then he just went over and dived in the corner. It was really poor defense from the Titans. Half time, we get to I think it was 16-12, and then second half begins. Ben Hunt at the line, dummies, double pumps, finds Tyrell Sloan to go in and score. At that point, I think it's 22-12 or something. And then there was a try to there was a couple of penalty goals out. Lomax kicked 2 penalty goals, 26-12. And then unbelievable, Jack Bird with a short ball to big Blake Laurie. Blake Laurie scores his second NRL try in his career. Unbelievable. His first try was at Belmore last year against the Dogs, and he scores his second NRL try off a nice Jack Bird short ball. Dragons go 32-12 in front, and then with about, 9 minutes to go, quick tap from Tino, who just barges his way over the try line. Really, really poor defense there from the Dragons. The Dragons win the game, 32-18. The Titans. Last week, they beat the West Tigers. They were not great in the second half, but they did what they had to do. I'm struggling to see what's the excuse for the Gold Coast here. Last week, they were able to go to Leichhardt and beat the Tigers, and they couldn't beat the Wooden Spoon favourites. The Dragons are the favourites for the Wooden Spoon. Everyone expected the Titans to win this game tonight. A few people were on the fence. A few people had the Dragons to win, but majority of the NRL experts and the tipsters out there and the YouTubers all picked the Gold Coast to win. So I'd love to know what's the Titans' excuse. They were horrible. They were outplayed in that second half. The Dragons, they come back. They were outstanding, the Dragons. So they deserve a rep with the way they played. I thought the second half was outstanding. I think it was a 26, 28-point turnaround from 12-2 down. So very impressive there for the Dragons. We'll see how they go next week, though. They take on the Broncos next Saturday night up at Suncorp Stadium, and the Broncos are in hot form at the moment. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the Dragons go next week. And as for the Gold Coast, they play their first game at Seabus Super Stadium next week. They take on the Melbourne Storm up there at Seabus Super Stadium, which is going to be another very interesting contest for next week. But I thought the Dragons in that second half played very well. I thought all their superstar players that they do have, they don't have many superstar players. I thought Ben Hunt was outstanding today. Ben Hunt had a blinder. Tyrell Sloan at fullback showed some good things. Jane Sullivan a little bit quiet, probably needs to get more involved. And Dwight Hooker just did the job. Jacob Little come off the bench, played a very solid game, which was a little bit surprising. Jack Bird, Ben Priscilla, very good. Blake Laurie, outstanding. It was just, I think, all the Dragons have been hearing in the off-season is, the coach has lost the dressing shed. They're going to get the wooden spoon, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's been bagging them. Well, the Dragons made a statement tonight. I'm not saying that they're going to have a good year or anything like that. I still think they'll be in the bottom 4, but a very good win for the Dragons tonight over the Titans there, 32-18. But, look, my man of the match for the game, I'm going to give it to Ben Hunt. I thought Ben Hunt was outstanding. Scored a try. His kicking game was outstanding. He had a try assist in there as well. So Ben Hunt is my man of the match in the Dragons' 32-18 win over the Gold Choke Titans. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the Sunday football review for round 2 of the 2023 NRL season. If you guys enjoyed the review, make sure you like the live stream. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below on the game, and share the video around on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that sort of stuff, all the platforms, Twitter. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Full time here for round 2 of the Sunday Football Review. Newcastle Knights 14, West Tigers 12, and the Dragons 32 over the Gold Coast Titans 18. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. And to the Titans, what happened? See you later.